Hello again and welcome to Steve's Long Stay Workshop, where vintage equipment comes to be looked at, defitted and looked at elsewhere. And this definitely has. I know that because I had a quick look earlier on. This is a Murphy. So it's the one that Radio Country doing right now. And it's medium wave, long wave, and it's quite nice looking, as you can see there. And if we turn it around like I'm going to do now, take the back off and turn it around like that, you'll see that it's master valves, of course, because it's Murphy, and it's basically got the usual 4-valve radio in it, but this is battery valve, which means that it works off the mains or off the batteries. I think it's like component shop. I'll put that up there out of the way and look inside and see what's receiver type BA228. That's the battery connector, okay, and the mains goes in, looks like here. Now then, looking at it, it appears to have been looked at before, because there appear to be capacitors in here which appear to be replacements. So obviously it has had some work done on it. I'll put that there at the way, like so, and so we'll have a look and we'll find out what it's doing, what it's not doing. Looking inside the back here, like that, which you can see, but it does actually have all the capacitors inside it that should have been changed. You can see, so this might well work. Might well work. There's another valve there actually as well, possibly a rectifier valve. I don't know for sure, but interesting set all the same. Aerial appears to be in the lid, here in the case, or in the lid, which is quite common. But with American sets, some of these valves have been changed, the Murphy equivalents of the stuff that normally get. I think this appears to be done quite well actually, so it might not have a lot to do here. But what I'm going to do first of all is get hold of the circuit and have a look. Now in these sets, I'll put that up again so it to see how posh it is. There we are. In these sets, there's a website online called Diagram Dungeon. It's been there for years. Dave Grant did it, I think, and all the Murphy sets, all the manuals are up there, pre-download, so you can actually get anything you want from that dead free. So it's certainly worth looking at, let's put it that way. Yeah. So obviously battery, of course, and tuning is there, yeah. So 1, 2, 3 there, yeah. Battery I mean is on that switch there. That's the tuning, and this here is the wave change. So it's a fairly simple machine to use. But being Murphy, they were tied to master valves, as you know, so that's why the valves inside it are master, but they do have equivalents. And I have in the past looked at these valves and this battery valves and said what can put in their places. So let's have a look inside, which we've done, and now let's have a look at the circuit. With this at the right angle, one or two other things come to mind here which are interesting to say the least. First of all, this set has a push-pull output. I've got the diagram on the phone here. Yes, it's push-pull output. 2 IP1s in push-pull. The circuit is, I can't see that, can you? Okay, I'll get it printed off to show you, sort of like now. They're driven by an IFD1, the IFD1 after that, and an IF1, and underneath the chassis there there's an IC2. So they're the valves. This is interesting to say the least, this, you know, for that reason. And also the diode for the mains that is underneath the chassis as well. The caps are okay on it as well, as far as I can tell. This has already had a lot of work done to it, so it looks to be pretty good quality work as well, so there might not be a lot wrong with this. I'm not going to use it on battery because it's a lot of point, but we're going to find from somewhere a way to power it here. Possibly cassette lead will do for that. That's one way of doing it. If it will, I can make it, then that's very much in its favour for being a working radio. So I'll get the circuit printed off, I'll have a look at it, and then I'll plug it in and see what goes bang and what doesn't. Well, let's have a look at the circuit, shall we, for this radio. It's an interesting one, this, because it's got a number of features which are not common on these battery valve radios, and although it's different and better, if that transformer fails, we've got a problem on our hands. So same possibly with that one, but if they're okay, this will make an extremely good radio. First of all, it's battery mains, as we said, and on the main side of it actually there's a transformer. You see it's there, yeah, and that transformer has 3 windings on it. That one top winding, bulbs on the front, nothing else. Okay, that one middle one, the diode, HT, positive, and of course the deck here. Okay, and of course LT, of course, here. So that transformer basically means that this set is in effect, when it's on HT, an AC set. Although these valves are in parallel, it'll only be something like probably 7 volts. I'll work that out in a minute. I'll show you how to work that out. But you know, actually looking at this, actually it looks as though they're all in parallel on this. So if one goes out, then the rest of them shall continue. But I'm not going to try it, because you can see from the circuit here the heaters go to this line here, you see, so it's not a problem in that respect. Also with these, there's extra smoothing on the heater line. There has to be, because these valves went to work on DC off batteries, and DC off mains has to be rectified and smooth, so extra smoothing is put on for these valves. Okay, now most push-pull circuits won't be done with valves where the heater and the catheter are the same, like they are on here. And so again, the HT is lower than the HT, the 90 volt HT is lower than the HT valves for the radio. So obviously we need to think about that as well, and use the capacity between the two. But on this one, probably not, because of the way it's done. But anyway, so it's here, yeah. HT negative is there, and it goes through here to deck that way. Okay, so anyway, that's how that works. So HT positive, 90 volts, of course. HT negative through here and through that capacitor resistors there to deck. So basically that's how it works. Other than that, it's the same thing, of course. With negative to deck and positive anodes goes through this transformer here and then up to the HT line. And the HT line also provides the voltage for the second grid. These are DF91s, or in this case 1FD1s, the same valve. So again, one of them for each valve. You see there, that one, that capacitor there to that one. This one here, again, that capacitor there for that one. You see, so basically it splits them at one. Each one of those drives one of the valves before it. Also, the HT supplies the rest of the radio, obviously. So that's as it was in these sets. This is what's different here. Okay. Now, also this has got AGC, which is this capacitor here, and of course the volume control is around about. Let's have a look. It's there, you see, and so that diode in there provides the volume control, and one of the diodes, those are ones there. So again, the two diodes. This set's got everything, actually, believe it or not. It's a very, very good set, this, actually, and it will be excellent from what's done before. The two versions, by the way, BA228 is the one with the transformer, the VA22, I think it's 229, is the one that has no transformer, it's the valves. But apart from that, they are the same. Okay, so look inside it. Look underneath. Actually, you can see that a lot of this has been changed. A lot, even the caps in you. So this has obviously been worked on before. So it might be a reasonable set in that respect. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to find something which will fit that, and we'll put it in and see what it does. And if it works, well, easy job really, isn't it? But before I do that, I will take the put this off here like that. There we are. There we are. And of course, also we've got one of those things we need to check as well with this. So get the meter and do one or two basic checks before lift off. First of all, across here, there should be not a lock unless it's switched on. So 1 and 2, and see what we get across here. $414 ohms, that is. I wonder if I've got it switched on under here. Yes, I have. Okay, well, in that case we'll turn it to the off position, and the other touch will be nothing. There's nothing. Okay, fine. Now, obviously, with these, that transformer there, we know from that the primary is okay. Also, with these, we need to check the output transformer. But in this case, because the state this is in, I'm not keen on putting it in the case and playing with it unless I have to. So for that reason, I'm going to do something which many people will consider somewhat naughty. I'm going to find something to go onto here, and then hopefully into the radio, and put some power to this thing and see what it does and what it doesn't do. And this actually thing, I think this should work actually, but we don't know for sure, and so we try. So let's try that. This is still one of those computer leads. So we put it on like that, and see if something will fit this. If not, well, there are various ways around this. I've got the Murphy lead for it, but you don't need that because there's more than one way to skin a cat. So let's see what that does first of all. If it works, then we've got then there's our lead all made up. So let's. Oh, there we are.
01204214
Sensitive. Really strong at high volume, but a long wave.
Is there a limit, do you think, to human lifespan? I mean, clearly there is now, it's about 100 or so. But could you imagine with
Short wave.
The limit?
There's a very strong precedent for taking preventative drugs starting in middle age that's had a huge impact on average lifespan. So statins, drugs that lower blood pressure. I mean, neither of those conditions that are being treated are actually diseases. They don't have disease codes.
Oh well.
But what these drugs
In
do
fact, this is a good one out of the box.
people from getting cardiovascular disease.
So,
I mean, if
for
we could do
once,
the
from
same for
Goldborn, I've
cancer
got
in
myself a
neurodegeneration,
working radio
we'd be
straight
looking at
away.
much longer life.
And is that the neurodegeneration, is that in any way possible? What do we know about the causes? Because that's
Well, here we are with the working radio, and I've to do very little to it. What I have done is take the capacitor off the output transformer, so make it a little bit more more trebly. But apart from that, it seems to be
the $60 limits per barrel designed to stop the
okay.
cost. But spokesman President Zelensky says
Of the Christmas cash register, you see with a massive 132.
The half-time entertainment.
This is actually very, very sensitive.
Closed on 490.
Because we've got this button done where there's nothing, and it's picking up. It's tough up this end as well. Long wave.
in marbles to Greece is
Again, it's picking up
museum.
radio 4 very well. Along with very basic sort of things, which maybe it shouldn't. Like, I still want to know what that is. I'll just switch the light off and see what happens. Always that one or that one. Let's try it now.
That was in question about another economic calamity which occurred in the days after her death. Liz Truss's big economic gamble.
It's an honour to be elected as leader of the Conservative and Unionist Party.
The moment she won the leadership competition.
Yeah, it is. Do what they've done to the country. Anyway, that's another subject for another day. But this one seems to work extremely well out of the box. It's been done before. It's obviously been done right, and so I'm not sure what else to do, quite frankly, with it apart from listen to it. So there you are. This is Steve Pendlebury at Steve Pendlebury Vintage Long Stay Workshop with a short stay, quite frankly. And I'll see you soon. Bye bye.